When was the last time you felt truly heard?
Hi, I'm Julia.
And I'm Jasmine, and this is a Real Truth About Motherhood podcast.
Hi.
Hi. New episode.
A new episode, yes. Last time we were interviewing Mavi Villatoro from Mama Proof and how motherhood changed their life and their way of seeing business, no? Their life in business-wise. And today
we have a very special guest. We're gonna carry on a little bit on this topic, but Amy from Biz Barcelona, she's gonna share with us all about working and building a community of women to support you through work. So how mothers can thrive in motherhood and professionally with the support of other mothers and other women and community. It's an amazing episode. So if you're a mom who is thinking about starting a business, or you're an entrepreneur, or wherever you are in your motherhood, I think this episode is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, if you just need support, community, that's what it is for you. So let's get started.
Yeah, hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Hi everyone, this is Julia from The Real Truth About Motherhood, and today we have here as our guest, special guest, Amy, the founder and creator of the community Mamas in Biz. Hi Amy.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. We are very excited to have her here. Amy has been with us since the beginning.
Very beginning.
Yes, because I actually met Amy in May, before our first event, which was in October 2024, and it was amazing. She introduced me to her community, and I felt really empowered and inspired. So yeah, I'm really, really happy to have you here with us.
Oh, what an honor. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So let's get it started.
Okay.
How did you? In which phase of your life were you when you first created Mamas in Biz?
What phase of my life? So it was after the pandemic when I realised that there was this inner knowing that I had to be around other women who understood what it was like to be an entrepreneur. And have, be an entrepreneur and the understanding of what it's like to be a mum and juggling a business at the same time, because I was feeling lonely and I just really needed to be with women who understood my day to day. So it was around the October 2021 when I started Mamas and Biz as a way of just bringing women like myself together.
So I wanted to ask you, but you have already answered, what was the gap that you actually felt like there was to create this business?
Yeah. That's the thing. At the beginning, it was never the intention for it to be a business at all. It was me just lacking connections, wanting to be around other women who understood what it was like, because I felt lonely. And then I realised that there's so many women out there who felt the same way as I did. So really it was through lack of connections that I started this.
Amazing. Yeah. And what was how was the first gathering that you have?
Oh my gosh, it was the best. So I started originally it was just a WhatsApp group, which still is today, but it's our hub. And there was 20 women in the group. A few of them I knew, and then the rest were complete strangers that I met on the internet. And everyone came to my house, and it was a networking event in my front room. And I remember just looking around, just feeling like, wow, there's something really special here. When women join in a group setting, like women's circles, there is nothing more powerful than being surrounded by other wonderful women.
Amazing. And what surprised you most about becoming a mother and continuing your career, your business?
Well, being a mum, I assumed that I would just focus on motherhood. But I knew very, very early on that I needed to work as well. because I needed that, not just financially, yeah, but also for my own independence and that interaction with people and feeling like I was doing something that was helping my mindset and my well-being. Because being a mum is incredible and it's an amazing experience and such a joy and an honour, but it can be quite mundane as well, and the same thing doing every single day, and not having that adult conversations and connections and interactions. So it was very important for me to get out there and start working again.
Absolutely. And what does ambition and how does ambition and success have changed in you since you become a mom?
I think for me now, it's my kids seeing mummy is doing something that's having an impact on other people. That to me is just worth gold. I love the fact that my boys kind of understand what I do and that they've been to the events and they see, you know, the response, and that to me is really, really wonderful. Yeah.
It's the same for me, no? For success, for example, it changed so much since before you are a mom and after, no? Because your priorities change so much.
Exactly.
And what you wanna show your kids, what is good and what you want to impact in life.
Exactly.
It's so important.
I think as well, before having kids, you know, I was working, but it never, for me, it was just, I was working, I was earning money, I enjoyed it, but I was never on a route to like success, or there was never that. It was just, okay, I do this because this is what I do. But now becoming a mum, I feel like it's instilled this feeling of wanting to be successful, of wanting to make change and to do things that are having an impact on other people's lives. And I never had that mindset before. You know, being an entrepreneur is incredible for your mindset.
What I've actually learned from our last events is that success. I was always pushed by my family, no, to be success is to have something, no, to reach something big, no. For example, for the event, reach numbers. But I remember when we had the event in June, and the numbers were not as I expected. I thought I was not successful. But then someone told me, Julia, what was your aim? No, to reach women and to create a community and to give them something. So even if there is one, you are successful. Exactly. And it's so true, no?
Yeah. And some people think success is making loads of money and this and that's a part of it. That's great, but I think I'm wealthy in so many other ways. You know, actually being able to help people and to see the growth within them, and for them then to thrive and shine and meet other, like what I do, it just feels like I am extremely wealthy in so many ways.
Have you ever felt the tensions between being present and running present with your kids and running your own business?
Yeah, and that's why I try and create sort of boundaries of, at the weekend, I use social media as a tool for Mamas and Biz and my business, and I hate the fact my kids see me on my phone. So that's something now where I'm more mindful to like tap out of it and to not be on my devices, to not be, but it's trying to find that balance. And I'll be honest, I'm still there, but when I'm with my kids, I really do try and be as present as possible.
Why do you think so many women feel that isolated in a big city as Barcelona, and look for a community as the one that you have created?
You know, a lot of the women who I meet, they probably arrived here and they're starting from scratch. They don't have family, they don't have friends. The women that I am surrounding myself with have become mothers, and that in itself can be isolating completely, because you are at the beginning stages, you're spending a lot of your time inside, you know, and that's why there's something like Mamas and Biz and other female-led communities are so important, because it's bringing, you know, people together.
So true. I mean, as you know, I'm a new mom,
Yeah,
and
see,
it feels so isolated. And
yeah,
sometimes you just are stuck at home, and what you need is community,
so
being with
important.
other mom, with other women to share
Yeah.
what you are going through. So your community is amazing.
Thank you. And it's just common interest. It's like anyone out there that's listening to this, they might not be a mum in business, but you might have some sort of passion. I don't know, that be knitting or drawing, or you need to just find people who find something, that find joy in common interests and create your own. I think community is just so important. It doesn't have to be business related either.
Absolutely. And what do you see when women? What happens when women feel supported?
Oh, what doesn't happen? Seriously, it gives you see yourself within them as well, and then you're able to keep accountable with each other, to discuss things. But it's just unstoppable.
Yeah, absolutely. The first event I came of your event, I came. It was amazing because I met so many women that actually then participated to my event as speakers. No, you
Yes,
introduced me to so many women that I could collaborate with. So yes, feeling supported, it's amazing. It's really empowering, inspiring, and it really helps you to go towards your dream.
yeah, you're absolutely right. It's when you talk with other women who are on that same mindset, you just inspire each other. And then you want to support and you want to go to what they're doing. And, there's just this ripple effect of it's love at the end of the day. It's like having that love and appreciation for these women, and you just want to help them.
And what would you tell to a woman who is feeling lonely, isolated now?
That it's so important to find your people, to find your tribe. But first and foremost, you need to look at what's going on within you. And I would highly recommend start working out what gives you joy, what makes you happy. Start journaling, get the bullshit out of your head onto paper, work out exactly what is going on. But really find those micro moments in the day, whatever it be, standing on your balcony, having a cup of tea, or putting some Madonna on, dancing, or whatever it is. Find moments of the day that make you smile and do whatever you can to nourish your own soul. But then, it's really important to get out there and to meet people. And if you're not sure how to do that, there's so many resources. But I think even just going out and starting smiling at people, or talking to the cashier in the supermarket, or just having human connections, because it's going to help you, but also you don't know who else it could support and help out there.
Yeah, nowadays we are so stuck with our phones, and we can get so isolated because of that, no?
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't even talk to anyone during the day.
No.
And yeah, as you said, just going out and going to a supermarket and smiling to someone and say hello, it makes the difference.
Exactly.
What do you think women don't ask for in terms of support that they need, but they don't feel like they can ask for?
Probably financial. I think a lot of women now, there is a lot mindset as well, and mental health. But I do think there's a lot of support out there and research and I think the world we're living in now, there's so many ways of meditation apps and there's lots of ways that you can support your mental health. So that's obviously one side, but I think a lot of women that I meet women all the time, and a lot of them probably feel quite insecure about their financial, like their bank balance. They have a lot of support maybe from their partners, and maybe women don't want to ask for help. And that, I think there needs to be more ways in which women can earn the money that they deserve.
So can you tell us a bit more about yourself before becoming a mom?
There has been many versions of me. And now I'm stepping into another version, because I really believe every 8 years we completely change. And there has been so many different versions. So what sort of version do you want to hear about?
Maybe the one that you like the most.
Well, now I look back, and maybe at that time I didn't realize how cool she was. But when I was 28, I am 43 this year, but in my heart and my soul, I'll be 28 forever. And she was really cool, very wild, loved going out, I'm very upbeat and positive and fun to be around, but boy, was she really fun. And no, I'm so happy that I lived a really colourful life before becoming a mum. Like, probably to the point of where it was a bit too loco, too crazy. But I'm glad I did that, because now I look back on my life and I'm like, yeah, I did a lot of different things, and there's been a lot of experience, good and bad. But it's made me the person I am today. And then becoming a mum, from the moment I found out I was going to be a mum, like, my whole world just shifted, changed, like, in a matter of hours. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not going to smoke anymore. I'm not going out. I'm like going to be saving money. Like, I just changed overnight. And that was the next version of me. And then now, like, my eldest is going to be 11 this year. Oh. And it's like, yeah, I'm starting to feel this real shift in me again. Mm-hmm. And I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Mm-hmm. And do you think, I mean, when we talk about motherhood, we talk about transformation, no, of ourselves, of matrescence, no, and so
which we found out about matrescence through Hasmeen, our mama coach.
Yes, you change so much, and then we are asked to go back to who you were, you know, like, for example, my husband has been telling me, I need you back. When are you gonna come back? And I'm like,
no, come back.
The dead Julia is not coming back.
She's kind of gone now.
It's dead. And he's like, you are exaggerating. No, actually, you changed. And I'm not saying that you change it in a good way, no? And there is no way back, no? What do you think?
Well, like, there's no way back. I feel like you're the enhanced version, like the upgrade. It's the upgrade. It's like all of the versions that have come before you are still very much within you. And there's time to time, my 28-year-old will come out, and there's sometimes my 8-year-old will come out, 60, but you honor all of them, and all of them are within you. But the version that you are now, it's all added together. Like, we're badasses. We have gone through so much. And that's the thing. It's like, even though he says to you, oh, you know, where are you? It's like, no, she's here. You're going through transformation, no?
Mm-hmm. You're becoming.
We're becoming.
Yeah. I'm becoming again.
Yeah, every day. Like, we literally wake up and you have another 24 hours. And that's so cool. Like, I literally wake up now and I'm like, yeah, baby, I have another 24 hours to go. And I try not to think too much into the future and get so wrapped up with this whole illusion of life, because it is an illusion. We might not wake up, you know, and this is the thing. And now I've got such a healthy relationship with death. I've had to, because I've lost so many people, but it's just so important every day to live. Every day, get up and just think, I am going to go for it today, because you just don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah, so true. And how many women do you think you have helped so far with this?
I have to say, the hundreds and hundreds of hours of calls I've done over the last 4.5 years, I should add it up. because now we have 150 women in Mamas and Biz, but obviously women have come and gone. And then within the actual main hub, all the subgroups and all the groups put together, there's over 300 women. But Mamas and Biz, I would say there's been about 220 women in the four and a half years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's like, you know, my role is to bring you all together to create connections for you, and then lovely experiences online and in person. And what just happens from that, like, I'm not here to like fix women's businesses or anything but that will naturally just happen because of the other incredible women that you're going to meet.
And talking about connections,
this is incredible. It's amazing.
So for those who are not watching but only listening,
hi. I'm holding a book in my hands, and it's called out Connections. It's an anthology, and it's a representation of what we're all about. And connections has always been a core word that has just followed me from the beginning, because at the very first stages of putting this all together, Mamas and Biz, I was lacking connections. That's something I just craved and wanted. And then through everything I've done over the years, I've built amazing connections, and everyone else's as well. And that's why this book was called Connections. And it's not just a book, it's like a movement now. We're writing the next one. We're talking about global connections, doing ones for all over the world. We're going to have a book for men. There's going to be, with the help of my friend Natalia Hooker from Alaya Books, she's just incredible. We've put together a really important piece. Do you want me to go on and talk a little bit more about it?
Yeah, bueno.
So it was basically put together because my friend Judy, she was our eldest member of Mamas and Biz. She passed away, and her dream, her longing wish was always to have her story in a book. And she spoke about it a lot with me, and it never happened while she was here on this earth plane. But boy, oh boy, did I grant that wish, because after she passed, this was the driving force for me to get her story out there. And now Judy is, through that, obviously her husband, her life partner, I should say, Rory, he wrote her story. And this book is dedicated to her. Yeah, and she was an absolute vibe. She had the most incredible energy. She was a wonderful, wonderful woman. And she's with me all the time, and I am so grateful to have had her friendship. What is really sad and a shock to our community was, you know, this book doesn't just continue the legacy of one author. We also lost another community member and friend, Paula. And it's so interesting that she's the first and Judy was the last picture, and Paula passed in October 2025, just after we published. And it really was, and it's just amplified the importance of living your life to the max, because Paula was 53 years old. She passed in her sleep.
Yeah.
So this book is really, really important. So if you haven't read it, get your copy from Julia, or you can get it on Amazon, or from any of the women. The stories are incredible, real life stories. I'm very, very proud of this book, obviously, because I keep talking about it.
That's amazing what you have done. And connections, obviously, that's the importance of connections, no? What can bring you to. And it's amazing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And your story is incredible.
Thank you.
You're a great writer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One last question, the one we ask to all our guests, is can you tell us one truth about motherhood?
One truth?
Yeah, one real truth about motherhood, because the reason why we have created this podcast is that there are so many truths about motherhood and are not all the same. So if you can tell us.
That you are never gonna love anybody in your life the way that you love your kids. Because there is no other love like it. There is nothing like it. I look at my kids and I could just melt. I'm so proud of them. They literally have changed my life. And yeah, I think it's hard and it's turbulent, and there's no 2 days are the same. But the love that you get from being a mum is just immense.
So true. So true.
So, and remember that, mums out there, because some days you might forget it, and that's always everything in life goes back to love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Make love, not war.
so true. Now that I have 2 kids, I'm like, me and my husband, we were thinking, how are we gonna love the other baby as much as the first one? But then you just add up love, and you have more. And I'm so much in love.
I'll be honest with this. Can I say another real truth?
Of course, yes.
Sorry.
We allow you.
I have 2 kids, and my first son was a miracle. Like, I never thought I would ever be able to have a baby. That's a whole nother thing to go into one day. So when I found out I was pregnant with, like, the love I have for him, and the love I have for my second one is just as much. But there's something. There's like, it's not that I love him less, but your first child there's something about it, because it was all brand new. Mm-hmm. No, you'd never done it before, you'd never experienced. So then the second one, you love them so much as well, and it's just incredible. But there is a difference, mm-hmm. and it's not that it's any less, but there is a difference, and I can't explain it into the way I want, but it's true. But I think you need to just embrace all motherhood, because you're going to parent your children very differently as well, because they're not the same people.
Yeah,
they're not.
No, absolutely.
Their characters, their energy, everything, their past, whatever, my kids, there's 16 months between them, but and they're boys, but they're so different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're badasses, they're amazing, and I love you.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And now where can people find you?
You can find me absolutely everywhere, hopefully. On social media, we're on Instagram. We have many different Instagram channels. We are going to be on YouTube soon. We are on YouTube, but be active soon. We're going to be on TikTok again soon. Facebook. And LinkedIn, apparently. Someone is helping me with LinkedIn. And if you want any more information about anything I do, just book in a call with me, and there's no obligation, and it would just be nice to find out who you are and what you do, and whatever you decide, you decide to join or not, we are here to support and to be there for you.
Yes, and it's amazing.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, Amy, and see you at the next episode.